A sedan chair carrier doubled over in pain. A doctor's diagnosis: invisible arrows from vengeful spirits. Another doctor's diagnosis: stop inventing mysteries. If you are too tired to think, but somehow still too awake to rest, let this ancient Chinese medical story take over for a little while. Fall asleep when you are ready. There was a sedan chair carrier named Lee. Never sick, strong, worked every day. Tuesday afternoon, he collapsed, lower back locked up, stomach bloated like a drum. Couldn't eat. Family called a doctor. Doctor came, looked at Lee, felt his pulse. Deficient, needs building up. Prescribed heavy tonics, deer antler, ginseng. Lee took them that night. By midnight, worse. Back screaming, stomach bigger, could barely breathe. Morning, family hauled the doctor back. Doctor looked at Lee, looked at his own hands, then said, "Ghost arrow." Lee's wife blinked. "What?" Spirit shot an invisible arrow into him. That's why the medicine didn't work. You need a priest. A scholar named Hong was visiting the family that day. He looked at the doctor. Ghost arrow. Yes. Not food stuck on top of cold? This is clearly supernatural. Hong turned to Lee's wife. When did this start? Yesterday. He came home, said his back hurt, couldn't eat dinner. Was he sweating? All day, it was hot. Did he change clothes? No, he just... There it is. Hong looked at the doctor. He got chilled, then ate. Food stuck, that's it. Wrote 2 herbs. Warm the cold out, move the food. 2 doses. The doctor left. 3 days later, Lee was carrying sedan chairs again. Lee's problem was simple. He'd been working all day, sweating, then stopped, stood around in wet clothes. Cold got in, slowed everything down in his body. Then he went home, hungry, ate a big dinner. Normally fine, his body would move it through. But with cold slowing everything down, the food just sat there. Like a highway where traffic's moving fine, then suddenly everyone hits the brakes. Everything backs up. That's the bloating. That's the pain. The first doctor saw Lee, strong guy, suddenly down, and thought weakness, so he prescribed strengthening herbs. But Lee wasn't weak. He was jammed. Giving strengthening herbs to someone who's blocked is like honking at cars in a traffic jam. Doesn't clear anything, makes it worse. Lee almost died that night. Next morning, the doctor saw what he'd done and said, "Ghosts." There are 2 ways things get stuck in the body. Cold stuck. Everything slows down and freezes up. Like water in a pipe that stops flowing when it's too cold. Heat stuck. Everything dries out, like a riverbed with no water. Both look stuck, opposite causes. You treat cold stuck by warming it, get things moving. You treat heat stuck by moistening it, bring the liquid back. Swap them and you make it worse. Constipation. Some people are stuck because they're too cold and slow inside. Some because they're too dry. Take a laxative when you're cold stuck. You'll go once, then be more stuck. Take warming herbs when you're heat stuck. You'll dry out more. Runny nose. Clear and watery, cold. Yellow and thick, heat. Western medicine doesn't distinguish. Here's a decongestant. Chinese medicine, wrong direction drives it deeper. Common cold. Some come from getting chilled, wind, rain, wet clothes. Some come from burning out, stress, no sleep, body overheating. Treat them the same, one gets worse. Lee was cold stuck with food on top. Treatment: warm herbs to disperse the cold, digestive herbs to break up the food. That's it. Hong didn't do anything clever. He just looked at what was there. Wet clothes, sudden chill, big meal, stuck. The doctor saw the same thing. White coating on Lee's tongue, greasy, classic cold and food pattern. But he'd already prescribed wrong, already made Lee worse. Easier to say, ghosts. Lee's wife asked Hong later, "How did you know it wasn't ghost arrow?" Ghosts don't give you white, greasy tongue coating. Cold and stuck food do. Western medicine does this too. We don't know why you're exhausted. We don't know why you can't sleep. Probably stress, maybe genetic. Maybe. Or maybe it's cold stuck, or heat stuck, or food stuck, and the answer isn't mysterious. Lee got better in 3 days because Hong looked at the actual pattern, not because he was smarter, because he didn't need it to be complicated. Cold, food, stuck, warm it, move it, no ghosts needed. That's enough for tonight. If one line stays with you, keep it. If sleep takes the rest, even better. Rest well. Heerin. Eat, play, heal.